Welcome to This Day and Everything Cool for May 5th. On this day in 1992, one of the world's biggest game franchises and an entire game genre were born. id Software released Wolfenstein 3D on the PC, becoming the first first-person shooter game. Although there were technically a few first-person games before that, Wolfenstein was the first one to catch on, with players able to freely navigate 3D environments and slay dastardly Nazis. The story concept was actually based on a side-scroller called Castle Wolfenstein from 1981, and the revolutionary first-person gameplay was inspired by the first-person perspective of flight combat games like Wing Commander. Wolfenstein 3D was an unexpectedly huge hit, selling millions of copies. id followed it up with another first-person shooter, Doom, in 1993. On the very same day Wolfenstein was released, Nintendo clicked something a little more friendly. May 5th, 1992 saw the release of Mario Paint on the Super Nintendo, complete with its own mouse peripheral. It wasn't really a game, it was instead a fun application that gave users the ability to create artwork, music, and animations on the Super Nintendo. There was also a more traditional minigame called Gnat Attack where you swat at flies. The concept of making a game that allowed users to create their own art and music was revolutionary and helped pave the way for other creation games in the years that followed. May 5th, 1961 saw humans take to the stars again. NASA astronaut Alan Shepard completed a suborbital flight to become the first American in space and the second human in space following Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin, who went up a year earlier. Alan Shepard was part of NASA's Mercury 7 program, and he flew aboard the Mercury Redstone 3 or Freedom 7 rocket. Suborbit basically means that you've gone up high enough to break from Earth's atmosphere, entering space, but not high enough to actually achieve orbit. The first American to actually go into orbit was Shepard's colleague John Glenn in 1962, and as such, he's more widely remembered than Shepard and is sometimes erroneously labeled as the first American in space.